Hi everyone, Sarah here. I just want to share with you this project that I made. Every year we give gift cards to our family that is in Winnipeg just because it's easier to ship. So I want to make them a little bit more special. So last year I made little boxes that hung on the tree as ornaments. So this year I've made some ornaments that are also gift card holders. So they can always hang them on the tree or reuse them, just whatever they want to do. So what I've done is I'm using the stitched ovals from Simon Says Stamp. Let's see if I have it here. These ones here. And I chose the largest one because I want them big enough to fit the gift card into. And then I also picked up on my Black Friday purchases the gift card slots, and these are awesome. If you make lots of gift card holders, these are certainly the best to have. So these ones here are just the little flaps, so they'll hold the side of your gift cards, and then these are the slots if you want to slide them in. So for this one I used the slots. So what I did was I used watercolor paper and I die cut a whole bunch of just plain watercolor ovals. And then I also picked a solid cardstock and die cut the same size for the back of my ornaments. And then I just ran them through the die cut machine with the slot for the gift card. So stack of these. And then I used my Distress inks in Mermaid Lagoon, Faded Jeans, and Chip Sapphire to make my backgrounds. And I do have a process for this which I will attach so that you guys can see how to make this awesome background. I really love it. It's so pretty. Colors are vibrant. Basically just push the color into the watercolor paper, and then I did do, you can see the water splotches. I did do some water splotches. And then I also did some white splotches with Picket Fence Distress ink. So you can see the process video for that. Some of them are the whites a little bit brighter than others because it just depended on how thick I was able to get it to splotch on there. So each one is unique. That one's pretty cool. I love that. So very, very cool. And then I just used some of my favorite stamps. These are actually ones that I have already had stamped out and colored that I did with Peerless watercolors, and also some of them might be with like distress markers, watercolor markers. So basically after I had them, the backs of these ones I stamped and embossed with snowflakes. And this one is an old stamp. Let's see if I can find it here. It's from the Artful Stamper, which is a company that is from London here. It's a really old stamp, so I actually think the Artful Stamper is not even in business anymore. But I just used that with my Versamark, and then I used the holographic tinsel embossing powder. And then these are from last year. I have a ton of them, so I'm using them up. The Recollections die cut shapes. They're supposed to be sticky, but I've had them since last year, so once I pull this off, they are not sticky. So I've just been gluing them on. So I just decided to dress up the backs of them with the snowflakes. So here you can see I've slid the gift card into these ones. All I did when I was gluing them together was I took the blue background and did a nice edge Scotch Quick Glue Dry all the way around, and then I did put a little bit of extra on the top here. You want to make sure that there's no glue inside the bottom section, just around the edges to hold it together. And then once that's done and it's dry, you can slide your gift card into there. So it can hang on the tree. And then I did add these little tags. These are the Stampin' Up! Tag punches, the big and the small. I just used the same paper, and then I just stamped 2 on there. Because it's so tiny, I didn't have room for the from. I just would rather put the 2, and then I can sign our name underneath. And then I used this sparkly twine from Hobby Lobby just to tie it on. And I did put eyelets on them so that the paper won't rip, and just used seam binding. So they'll just hang like that. Super cute. This one is, I think I put the stamp set away. This is the one from Michael's that you pick the head and the body and stick the feet on. So super cute. And this Merry and Bright is from Mama Elephant. It's from the Polar Pals. And I just shaped it to go around the edge before I stamped it. And then I used my stitched landscape trio to do snow on this one. And then again, here's this one. I did the snow, and that's the same stamp set. And the Merry and Bright. And then this one is also the same stamp set for this guy, and this is the Mama Elephant Reindeer Games. And I did add a snowflake to the front here just because it was a big empty space. So, and then this one I used the hillside, the snow-capped mountains, sorry, from Mama Elephant, and I die cut the snow caps out of glitter paper, and I added in 2 of my reindeers. They do have glossy accents on their noses and on the little gold parts there. So super cute, and it's a nice keepsake that they can hang on their tree, or if they want to, they can take this part off because I'll have written on this part, but they can use it to give another gift card to someone else. So that is it. I will insert the process part for the background for you to watch, and that's it. Please leave a comment, subscribe, and have a great day. Thanks. Okay, so I'm just working on my background for my scene. I have my watercolor paper here that's been die cut using the largest stitch oval from Simon Says Stamp. This watercolor paper is the Prima watercolor paper for the Prima doll stamps. So I'm just using this one here, and I have my 3 distress inks. I have Mermaid Lagoon, and then Faded Jeans, and the darkest color is the Chipped Sapphire. So I have those 3. I have them all set out here in front of me with my daubers. So I'm going to start off with the Mermaid Lagoon. And I'm sorry, the camera is probably going to shake because it's attached to my desk where I'm working. So I'm just holding with my hand down in the bottom. I'm not inking the bottom section because it's going to be covered. So I'm starting off with the Mermaid Lagoon, and I just want to get a really nice, dark, heavy layer of color. So I'm pushing and rubbing back and forth. Sorry, that's going to be so terrible for you guys. And then I'm going into the Faded Jeans. Again, same thing. Faded Jeans is a little bit harder, I think, too, because I probably could use some re-inking on mine. It's older. I don't have the re-inkers, so. And you want to push it right into the Mermaid Lagoon. And then I'm just leaving a little bit of space at the top for the Chipped Sapphire. And again, just smushing it in and rubbing it down just to blend them into each other. And I'm going down a little bit on the sides. Okay, so that is my background. And then I'm going to let these ones dry that are over here just a little bit. So that one's a bit dry. And I want to get my water bottle and paper towel. And I'm going to just put some water in my hand and drop it on. I find doing the drops works better because my spray bottle kind of sprays sideways, so the drops aren't circular. And then you can see it's pulling up the color. And then I'm just going to Dab it off. I want to dry it a little bit. So then on top of that, I do want my white paint. Where's my white paint? Okay, so I found my picket fence distress stain. I'm just going to shake it up. I'm going to just smoosh some down into my mat. A little bit more. And then I'm using a paintbrush to pick it up. And then I'm just going to splatter it on. There you go. A nice snowy backdrop. All right.